Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a message for love and soul connections for the sign of Virgo. Keep in mind it's a general message, so take what you feel applies for you, disregard the rest, as well as know that this message is intended to be timeless. So whenever you find it, if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, just go about your day. But if you feel like it resonates, remember it's still up to you and your active free will, the choices you make and the steps you take in this world to get whatever fulfillment it is you'd like to see. And to me, that's personal power. It's personal freedom, and it's something that only we can do. It lies at the tips of our fingers, at the soles of our feet. So use your power wisely, my friends. For all my subscribers, thank you guys for being here. I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. If you feel like this resonated, I'd love to have you along the journey. And guys, if you do like it, please help me out. Smash the like button. Help me circulate the messages. I truly appreciate the support. So before I get into the cards, I do want to take a moment to call in Spirit. I'm going to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, my team of light. I heard Archangel Sandolphin, and any of your spirit guides who would be here, spirit guides who would be here for the highest good of the entire collective to join us, okay? I'm going to ask them all to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, as well as delivering messages that are for the highest good of the entire collective. No second-rate messages here today. So what I'm going to do is pull 3 separate piles. So one pile will be your energy in this connection, one pile will be the love and the soul connection in this connection, and then one for the shared energy. Keep in mind this could swap and be vice versa, so just, again, take it how it resonates for you. I'm going to start off with the Chakra Wisdom Tarot and get a little bit of energy, feel out the energy on your side. So Virgo's energy in this love and soul connection. And you have the 8 of Swords. I almost feel like in some ways I heard walking away. Now this isn't necessarily walking away from the partnership, but I definitely feel like there's a lot of lessons being learned here with this 8 of Swords. And this is also thinking about what habits, what kind of thoughts I heard are keeping me here, or potentially even keeping you stuck if that resonates. But I feel like it's also within the partnership there may have been cycles of learning, is what I heard. Cycles of learning. So let's get more about this 8 of Swords, please. You have the Hermit. As well as I feel like, though, a lot of the enlightenment that you're getting, sorry, I'm so tongue-tied today, but I think it's because you've been spending a lot of time with yourself, and you've been getting in touch with yourself and understanding yourself and understanding your patterns. And more specifically, I heard your mental patterns. So this kind of thing can go to as well, like when we're hurt, when we hold on to other people's words, as well as some of this is cyclical thinking. Okay, so for example, what I heard is we might take back the same person over and over and over again, and we are expecting a different result, but it's the same thing and it cycles. So here's the point where I heard cycle breaker. Now's the time, because whatever our mental, I heard capacity, but whatever our brain is telling us, okay, this could be self-sabotage as well. Not everything we tell ourselves is true. Sometimes we give ourselves really awesome pep talks, and sometimes we give ourselves the negative, I want to say negative Nancy, but the negative side as well, okay? So I feel like if there has been cyclical thinking in terms of your worth as well, and feeling negative towards yourself, or if there's other people, I heard like verbal abuse, if other people have said things that have really hurt you and you've clung onto them, internalized them, and viewed them as true, this is a point I feel like where within your wisdom right now, you're starting to see the light and see the falsities and all those things that were said to you. In the deck is the King of Wands. So it's hard to say whether he was in the reverse or not. I don't feel like it matters, but what I do think is once you get your mind out of this particular situation and start to realize just your power and your worth, and know that I think it's important as well that you're spiritual. There's a lot of spiritual understandings in times on our own, in times of solitude. But there may be a desire to charge forward, to want to go talk, to go quick, to go passionate. And it's something I heard that needs to be truthful. It needs to be expressed in truth. For some of you, I also feel like this is your time. It's your time to shine, your time to share your truth, but also your time to break through of all of those limiting belief systems and make your own truth now. So I'm going to get messages for the soul connection side, please, Spirit. And 2 fell out. And 2 that fell out was the King of Coins and the 5 of Swords. So Virgo, the Hermit is also your card. Pretty cool. You're showing up in your own spread, right? You could be dealing with a fellow earth sign, so a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, but on your other side as well. And there's been, I heard, a lot of heartbreak here. There's been a lot of discussions. I heard also decision making on this, but I do feel like it's been a lot of fights. It's been a lot, I heard, woeful as well. Just been a hard time. And I definitely am picking up on this partnership. Maybe it doesn't, this part doesn't resonate, but I definitely feel like this partnership, this person, definitely could be part of the reason you're having to move through these cycles, okay? For some of you, I heard cycles of violence as well, just depending on how the situation goes. You have Queen of Coins here. Kind of cool because this is counterpart energy. And you guys, what it looks like is there's definitely Earth for both of you, okay? You have the 7 of Cups, and we also have the 5 of Cups. Confusion. Here, confusion. This could be untruths. A need for change. A need for truth. Both of these and the Knight of Wands all being about our throat chakra. I feel like there's times where, on your side, okay, I feel like you may have kept quiet before because this person over here, I definitely feel like they like to talk, right? It's nothing bad, but I do feel like this person really enjoys confusing people. They really enjoy making people feel left out as well. They may even be confused on their own. Okay, I definitely hear narcissistic tendency over on your person's side or whoever you're dealing with. Now, this may not be a love interest. It could be a love interest. It could be a husband, wife, ex-husband. It could also be a parent, a friend, a family member. You know, just somebody that you have a soul tie with. I definitely feel like on their end there may be confusion. What I'm hearing is a lot of the confusion on their side is because you've taken your power back and you've taken your energy back. So let me find the shared energy of the connection is the 7 of Swords in reverse, but I don't actually know if it's reverse. I'm not going to call it reverse. I do feel like, though, you also have the Princess of Cups. It could be that the shared energy here really does want to move forward with love, does want to talk about the connection and want to clear up anything, that has been misleading is what I heard. But let's get a little bit more. Tell me about the 7 of Swords as a shared energy. The other side over on the soul connection side as well is I feel like they have options and they're not quite sure what to choose. Thank you. So together you have the Devil in reverse. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could have Capricorn in your chart. But I do feel like this is removing yourselves from codependency, removing yourselves from addictions, removing yourself from toxic traits, removing yourself from toxic situations. For some of us, this is toxic relationships. For some of us, this is really needing to acknowledge the devil in the corner is what I heard. But this is also really needing to acknowledge the shadow side. The side that maybe on your side you've been working through to kind of, I heard, pinpoint some of those cycles that we need to think and change. For some of you, I heard, like with the 7 of Swords, a lot of it's lies and deception. With the Ace of Wands at the bottom and the Ace of Cups that came out in the top, and they want me to show you the Fool in the middle. All very rooted, while being passionate. I do definitely feel there's a lot of sensual energy here as well with the Ace of Wands. And it feels like with this, to get out of this, to get out of the hardships, to get out of the heartbreak, as well as what I heard with this Devil in reverse, the shared energy here wants to move forward, wants to step those foot out and find new love, find new passion, and this could be even wanting a new start. So I'm feeling like as well, okay, the person on your soul connection side, they feel like you're a match for them. Because we have both the King and the Queen of Pentacles. They feel like you're a match, but I think that there's a lot of confusion within themselves right now as well. I still stand by for some of you, this person does like to see people upset, because I think in some twisted way, in their mind, if you're hurting because you're not with them, it shows them that you love them. That's not a healthy kind of viewpoint, okay? So there is some toxicity on this side that does need to be addressed. It's whether or not that happens. And I feel like as well as what I heard is with this Page of Cups, it's how they step, how they come to you. Because they want to clear up some confusion and tell you, hey, could be a hey, I love you, could be hey, let's go out, let's have a date. But I do feel like as well that some of it could be, again, releasing the toxic qualities. I'm going to open up to the Devil card and see from the book here. Judgment. All right. So this particular one in the reversed is submissiveness, blame, targeted, shallowness, indulgent fantasies. This could be with the secrets and the lies and the confusion as well. There may be blame on both sides. Both sides may see the other responsible for whatever's happened. As well as, for some of you, I heard, for some of you, there may be a dom submissive kind of partnership here. It may be, that's the way that this has been. That's just for some of you, okay? I'm going to get a message from the romance angels. Please, for the Virgo side, Spirit, can you tell me and clarify? So clarifying your energy, you have flirt, extend lighthearted energy to others. Whenever you're ready to come out of your cave and go charging towards the new and unknown, or charging towards something that's passionate and speaking your truth and following the truth in your heart, go ahead, flirt. Be lighthearted. Extend that lighthearted energy to other people. Children are affecting this. It definitely could be you have kids with this person. Release your exes here as well. This is releasing old energy. This could be releasing an ex-partner, but this also really could be releasing whatever it is with this Eight of Swords that we had to, so that you can grow, thrive, and move on within this partnership. Wedding fell out, but it fell out in the middle pile. So I definitely feel like for some of you, you may be married to this person. For others of you, wedding may be one of the next steps. If you can sort out what's happened and go after this brand new, there may be a place where this new passion, this new love that's happened, it may be coming and transcending to some sort of higher commitment. Now, I feel like what I heard is it's all about you, though, and whether or not you're willing to accept this. The bottom is to let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. The more we try and control the situation, the less likely we are to get the outcome that we're hoping and we desire, because control doesn't really make people do what we want them to, right? So can you tell me about the soul connection side? You have new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Express your love. Go ahead. Make the romantic gesture. You have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations may help bring you together in honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Many of you feel like this person is ready to talk. They're ready to open up. They're ready to share their feelings with you. I feel like they definitely, with this free yourself as well, it is really important that they're letting go too of any of their toxic traits. Like, you definitely feel like that's a mirroring. Whatever this devil in the reverse was, that situation, I do feel like your person, if it resonated as well that this person likes to make people feel bad, I heard again. They like to make people feel bad about themselves sometimes. I think that they're working on that because they do see that and they see it as a flaw. Okay? Can you tell me the playfulness, though, and the flirt on your side? Both of you guys want the lighthearted energy of the partnership back, and I feel like both are willing to put the energy into it to do the work. So let's see, Spirit, what is the shared energy here between this connection? Okay, so reconciliation came out. And I have one that fell to the floor, so I'll put it. Reconciliation. Both of you guys want it back. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits when you forgive your parents. And make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided towards. So whatever has been within this situation, for you to truly reconcile and to come back together, whatever the issues were that hurt you guys really need to be openly discussed, honestly. And I definitely do feel like this, again, that's that devil energy in reverse. If there's been addictions, toxicity, whatever it is that's happened between the two of you, both of you here, it's important to clear the energy. Release your ex on your side, free yourself on their side, reconciliation in the middle with healing family issues. I think that what I heard is your children benefit when you do this too. So yeah, it's going to help your relationships when you forgive your own parents and realize that, I like this quote, okay, that we don't realize as kids that we're actually watching our parents grow up. We're watching them mature. We're watching them experience life situations that they've never been in before. And I mean, parenting is one of these things, unless you're seasoned at it, you've been doing it for years. And even if you've been, you raised your kids and maybe now you're raising your grandkids, or you get your oldest off to college and then all of a sudden, oh, hey, we're pregnant. These kinds of things. Even if we've been a seasoned parent, we're going to experience things we've never encountered before every day. So you gotta keep flexible, but you gotta be willing to heal. And there's the thing is what I heard is you gotta be willing to heal for yourself and your babies too. Because you don't want to come back together in this partnership the same way it was. Just going, oh, we miss each other so much, so we want to love each other. That's great. But there's some times where it doesn't matter how much love you have for each other. If the partnership can't be worked on, it's not a healthy environment for either one of you, and definitely not a healthy environment to be raising your babies in. So what I'm hearing on this too is just remember, you can't control anything but your actions, and you can't control this person. This person can't control you. And if there has been control dynamics within this partnership before, again, like I'm hearing that dom thing, that needs to be addressed, and find ways to bring healing to that so you can move past that situation. So I have a past life oracle message here. I'm just going to actually pull this message. Spirit, can you help me understand? Okay, so what is the past life between you guys? The past life things. You have mother, biblical, orphan. On this side, on your side, guys, but I think that this may span the entire partnership. Definitely, I feel like you guys may have had a past life together in biblical times. This would have been a really difficult time to live in, if we think about this, right? So I feel like, as well as if you watch him digging the holes here, there's something important about carpentry, about using your hands, about building and creating with what you have, and that the tools are important, but you don't have to have the most high-tech things. This guy has a chisel, a hammer, and he's making the holes that he's going to put the pegs in. He doesn't need a drill. I think this is what is important, is to improvise, but also knowing that if you did exist, like if this partnership as well, it could be for you, vice versa, but if biblical times really resonate for you, I heard there may have been a lot of persecution as well for you, or you feeling like being submissive is something that has been passed down. It could have been coming from something that's happened in this lifetime. With the mother and the orphan, some of you could feel, or both of you, or one of you could feel like It could be as a kid, it could be now, but it could be kind of the sense of abandonment. And it could have been we've lost parents. It could have been a lot of different things, but I do think it's really important to heal the mother wound, is what I heard. Now, for some of you, this could actually be like a mother-daughter relationship is what I'm hearing. I definitely, it could be mother-son too, but I'm feeling more mother-daughter if that resonates. Can you tell me about the soul connection side, please? Past life issues are affecting this connection. What did I say? Persecution and inquisition. Medicine man or woman. And this is because there needs to be healing. And I feel like as well with the dream catcher here, there needs to be a follow-up, a following of our dreams, and a real filtering, so that, you know what, especially with this person over here, if they get what I heard is verbal diarrhea, or again, when they're getting and going off on whatever they have to say, if it resonated that this person likes to hurt people, that stuff needs to be healed. And I do feel like there's some past timelines on their side as well that need to be healed. Now, for some of you, it's going to be really important. Sorry about my birds, guys. Really important to smudge, to use smoke to clear away any stagnant energy. So we're going to ask Spirit, and if you don't have smoke, you can do mist with sage, you can use incense, you can just use your energy and your power of intention. But I would say one thing that's important would be to smudge and to ask Spirit to help burn away, help cleanse your energy field. And as well as, I think this is really important on your side, Virgo, not just the partner, but I do think that it's really, really important because there could be a lot trapped up in your energy. It's time to clear it. This is one of the best ways to clear it. Okay, so what we would do when we do this is ask Spirit to cleanse our aura, cleanse us from anything that's negative or inauthentic. And make sure I get my back too. And we would ask that anything that comes out through here with the smoke, leave through the window with love and transmute out into the world. Okay, again, with love. I'm just going to put that out there. But white sage may be really helpful. Again, even incense or something that you like, but they're really, really showing me the smoke here and the healing power of that. With this persecution and inquisition, they may have been persecuted. They may have felt like everything they did was wrong, that they never did anything right, and somebody may have always been quick to jump on them. That's something they need to heal. And I feel like for some of you guys, this is trickled down into this relationship as well. So can you tell me about the shared energy that's affecting this connection is food and hunger? Your ship's on the bottom. So, but could have even been on a ship together. Atlantis. I definitely feel like you may have known this person before. If you have an affinity to water, you guys both may have had a partnership here in Atlantean times, and there could have been an issue, like we don't know exactly what your status was, so there could have still been issues with food and hunger. This could be happening now as well, that you're going through issues with food and hunger, trying to make ends meet and finding enough money to feed yourselves, things like that, to feed the kids. I heard also there could be sort of eating disorders and things like that that need healing as well. Finding the root stem and trying to find ways to correct it. And it's not easy, right? When, especially I'm hearing like eating disorder wise, because there's reasons for that. And a lot of times they're long standing and it's a healing process, but I feel like it's about being aware of yourself and about being owning of that. Because you know what? I'll admit, I'm going to say it right now, sometimes I binge eat. And my hubby, I'm going to talk about this, my hubby sometimes call it munching. And if I use that munching term, it makes it okay. If I use the term binging, it's not okay. So here's the point where, even in my world, and this is not about me, but this is where we need to be honest with ourselves about what we're doing and not using nice names to try and cover up something that's a little bit more toxic, okay? So just so you know, I am working on that binge eating. It's just mainly at nighttime. That's the worst time. But I feel like that's really important for some of you, okay? Whatever the food and hunger issue is, if you guys are coming back together, I also feel like for some of you, this literally is making sure that there's more equal work in the kitchen. It's not just one person feeding everybody, right? So the last message I have for you today is a message from the mermaids. Okay, on a positive note, some advice moving forward for Virgo, please. Advice moving forward within this connection. You gotta trust, baby. You gotta trust in yourself. You gotta trust the connection. You have to trust in what this person is saying as well. Trust that they've changed. But most importantly, trust you. Because if you don't feel like this person's put the work in, you need to love yourself enough and trust yourself enough to know you're going to be okay with or without this situation. Spirit, can you tell me about the soul connection, please? Virgo's soul connection. Messages for the soul connection. Gratitude. On the soul connection side, one of the most important things is to be thankful for everything they have, for everything in their world, to, instead of getting ready to complain, be grateful. So here's an example. It's about me, but it's not just about me, okay? It's one of these things where a lot of times when I don't want to work out, when I don't want to sweat, when I'm giving myself every single excuse in the book why I don't want to, sometimes even when I'm doing it, when I'm starting to work out and my body hurts and I'm thinking, oh, it's just not today, it's really important what we tell ourselves. So I could keep trying to move and going, oh, I hate this, oh, I hate this. And as I'm moving, I hate it and I'm not putting my effort into it. What I've started doing is saying, I'm grateful I can move my body like this. I'm so grateful my body can exercise. I'm grateful for the opportunity to sweat. And you know, funny enough, after you tell yourself that a few times, it's like you forget about the fact you didn't want to do it and your body's happy and it's working from a place of gratitude. So whatever it is, if it's your workout, if it's about the relationship, I think it's really important. And I do feel like they're learning lessons. There's my kid's tablet confirming they are learning lessons. Any persecution that may have happened in the past, I think this person is really freeing themselves from that. I do also feel like they may be learning that what they did to you wasn't the best. It wasn't right. It may have been wrong. I feel like this person definitely, there's an apology that needs to be made. And I do feel like they're very grateful for you and having you in their life. Now, the bottom of the deck they want me to show you is communication. And I think that's important too, because you need to communicate. If we don't communicate, you're not going to solve any problems, right? You're just going to allow them to keep happening. We need to communicate. You have further shared connection, dreaming, and contentment. I think it's really important for both of you guys to first off focus on your dreams and the things that make you happy. But second, to dream, to think, to imagine a world that you can create. And a world that is happy, that is content, in a place where I feel like it's important too. With this, I love this mermaid sitting out there with the lighthouse in the back, because this lighthouse reminds me quite a bit of your hermit. I think that once you get to a place where if this partnership does come back into alignment, there's going to be a lot of happiness and peace. And I think both of you realizing you don't need all the bells and whistles, you just need the basics, and that time with each other, it's super important. So that's the message I have. I hope it resonated. If you'd like to let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, I will talk to you later, my beautiful friends. Bye, guys.